Poor namaste, poor namaste, and everybody welcome. Welcome, sensitive souls. You know, I was watching Ralph Smart video this morning about sensitivity, and like he's saying, I am the most sensitive one, and I can speak about sensitivity. Well, I am also like that. I'm autistic crystalline boy, born on full moon eclipse in June. Crazy as that I am, most sensitive. I feel everything. Highly sensitive. Empath is not enough to describe the way that I feel. For my unique autistic nature, feeling is actually my first sight. And I don't know if I ever gave a fuck about what I think and what others think. And yes, in being so sensitive, I was raised by controlling grandmother, abandoned by parents, abused also in childhood, a little bit. Enough. They wanted to control me, they wanted to manipulate me, change me, and autistic nature is that you cannot control me, you cannot change me, you cannot make me question myself. And I was suffering, kicking and screaming, because I felt the energies, actually. And now when I mastered myself, when I healed my trauma, I brought my darkness to light, I mastered my sensitivity, my feeling. Now I know that what I always felt and what I was kicking and screaming and suffering in the energies of others are the causes of all the hell in the earth. Energies of control, manipulation, deception, lying, forcing, resisting, fear, guilt, blame, trying to consume energy of others. And this is what people do in this world. And as I was so sensitive, and I am so sensitive, now I'm more sensitive than I ever was. And I was suffering before, now I'm not suffering. I was suffering like anything, you know. Wherever I went, when I went somewhere, you know, where there were people, or in my home, because my grandmother was worrying always wanted to control and force, afraid. And I was in that energy, and when I was with people and when I went to the city, I was always suffering and so sensitive. I felt everything, and literally I could not handle what I felt within me. I was mentally sick, destroyed from abandonment in childhood, from really. My grandmother was everything that I was not. I was sensitive, she was controlling, and she was hard and really afraid, and like this, what others think, and to be like others want. So there was a lot, actually. My first memory is my father beating my mother, and I'm running to my grandmother and grandfather. My mother had to leave me to run for her life, and I had to spend with my grandmother and my grandfather. And then also shit happened. You know, I suffered like everything, and I cursed my sensitivity. Like maybe many sensitive empaths are now cursing their sensitivity. I don't want to be sensitive, I don't want to feel anything. And then You maybe use substances to dumb down the feeling. Well, I mastered the sensitivity. I mastered the sensitivity. I'm to share some things with you. Your sensitivity is actually your greatest superpower because you feel energies of others. But your superpowers are not developed or in development. So there is chaos, disalignment. You feel like burned, overburned. There is no harmony. You know, you are just on a beginning stage of mastering your greatest gift because greatest sensitivity is greatest gift of greatest masters. And I tell you, masters like Jesus Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Anandamaima, Ramakrishna, Mirabai, all the masters of humanity, they were actually so sensitive as I am, so sensitive that we feel everything. And that's why your sensitivity is your greatest superpower. And now it may be suffering for you. It was suffering for me also, but it became my greatest superpower. I give you my word. I hope you can hear anything because of the wind. I'm sorry because of the wind. You know, you have the ability to feel the energies. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Animals feel, and when wolf comes, deer is gazing on the grass, wolf is there, deer is not thinking if wolf is dangerous, if there is wolf coming. Deer feels the danger, deer feels the energy and removes himself from there. Deer is not a human to think, so you are equipped to feel everything, to feel the truth, light and darkness, danger and blessings, everywhere. You know, everything is clear in the light. Mind can think, and what mind thinks will fuck you up, because mind thinks against what you feel, to tell you that what you feel is wrong and you should do what is right. Mind will tell you wolf is not dangerous, wolf will not deceive you, trick you. Then wolf enslaves you and tricks you, deceives you, because you felt in your being that something is not right with that person and what they want and what they're doing, but your mind is telling no, you have to be good person, you have to do right. Then you fucked yourself up because you trusted what you think and not what you feel. Trust what you feel. Trust what you feel. For what you feel is the truth. You know? And what you think is to fuck you up. If you are sensitive in these times, you can feel anxiety, fears, negativity, even hate, blame, hopelessness, sadness of the entire human race, because planet is in a such state now. You have to understand also, it is not yours. You feel everything. You transmute everything. I know. Just now in meditation, I feel everything. I feel the nervousness, panic, fear, sadness, hopelessness of humanity. But it is not mine. You know. So many times you have to understand you don't know the reason why you feel like this. You are also feeling the suffering of humanity. And don't think, just let it pass through you. Don't analyze, don't judge it. It is not yours. Everything that doesn't feel right to you is not yours. And this time, always, 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 you have to take care how you feel. Not only in these times, but in these times, people are crazy. People want things from you. People are acting out. Unconscious shadow is coming to surface on the global scale, and people also, and the people. And you really have to take care how you feel. Only that way you are to heal yourself. Only that way you are to become a master. You are to accept yourself. What it means to accept yourself, it means to accept the truth. Feel and don't think. Truth is felt energy as it is, truth as it is in your being. You accept what you feel. You don't question it and judge it with your mind. You trust what you feel. And what others think and what you think is going against how you feel. No. You have to trust what you feel. And only in this way you will heal and you will master your sensitivity. For what you feel is the truth. And when you are to trust what you feel, you are to say no to everything and everyone that wants something from you that doesn't feel right. You are to say yes to yourself. And you are to realize that you have avoided suffering, deception. That what didn't feel right. And then when you ignore what you feel and you say, I have to be a good person, they never fucked me up before, but you feel something is not right, and you get fucked. And by the experience, you realize that what you feel is the truth. And more you say no to people, more you say yes to yourself. Never say no to people, yes to people. When they want something, if you feel no within you, it doesn't feel right, you say no to yourself. You will suffer for them and others because you blame yourself. You say no to yourself. And then you will resent them, blame them, you will not be able to forgive. You will be in separation from self. You are not truthful and sincere to yourself and not to others. Whatever doesn't feel right to you, even if it comes from your mother, it's not right for you. And when you think that it is, you feel in your being energy that is not. The experience, the aftermath, because you didn't trust what you feel, shows you in something that really is not experience that is pleasant. Something that you should avoid. Because you felt, Mama, what you want now doesn't feel right. I love you, but what doesn't feel right to me, I will not do. I don't want you to do for me what doesn't feel right to me, so leave me alone. And then always when you trust what you feel, you trust that you feel. You feel energies. And you master the feeling. You really trust what you feel. And then you only follow what you feel. And you know if you follow what feels right and follow what doesn't feel right away from it, you follow away from suffering into your heaven, into your paradise. You get yourself back, your divine power. In saying no to people, you say yes to yourself. You say, this doesn't feel right to me. This is not who I am. I say no. And that's why you see what happens. You get yourself back because this is who I am. I'm not giving my power away. It doesn't feel right to me. I'm not doing to you what doesn't feel right to you. I'm not expecting from you what doesn't feel right to you. I'm not taking your power back away. I'm taking my power back. It doesn't feel right to me. You get your power back. You become a master of yourself in your power. And then in time you realize that what you feel, you actually feel everything, the energy, the unconscious shadow of humanity, controlling, deceiving, lying, manipulating, blaming, controlling, opposing, violating. And then your feeling becomes so profound that you can become a spiritual master that in things that people say and people do. Like somebody tagged me, please tell to your mother that she comes back to Facebook. I miss her. Please, thank you. I saw her unconscious shadow trying to control, trying to manipulate, trying to use others. And it's nothing wrong. It's unconscious. Everybody does this. And then you can be a spiritual master and I could teach about it. No, you will create karma because you will create suffering. Somebody doesn't want to do something and you will force them because you love them, you miss them, so they blame themselves, they do it. And they do it with you controlling, manipulating, unconscious shadow, and you are creating karma for yourself. And they will maybe resent you, blame you, or somebody else would come control you, manipulate you emotionally. You see, and if I would do that, I am spiritual master teaching to respect free will of others, even if you are married to them all your life and today they leave. Respect free will of others, their unique energy, so others will not control you, manipulate you, so you get your energy back. And others can love you for who you are and never control you and manipulate you. And if they try, you say no to them because you are not emotionally manipulating anyone. You see, I give an example how I feel everything in few words that people say. And beautiful lady is actually grateful because we create karma unconsciously. And you may become a master, you may feel everything as it is. The energies of others. If you are empath, you feel how they feel, you feel their energies. And you can teach about suffering of humanity so they can get free of their suffering. You have to take care of yourself most. Take care how you feel always. Say no to everything what doesn't feel right to you. And why you cannot say no to what doesn't feel right to you, huh? Why you cannot say no? Because you are empath. Because you care how people feel. You actually care how people feel. You don't want to say no because you don't want to hurt them. You care how people feel. But it is your ego blaming you for who you are, for how you feel. You're saying no to yourself, then you suffer. You have to take care how you feel. For when you will feel right, you will say no to what doesn't feel right to you. You will care for how you feel. You anyway care for how others feel. And what they expect from you and doesn't feel right to you is your unique, authentic divine being telling you this is not your work and you will suffer. You have to take care of yourself and you heal only. And you become a master of sensitivity. And then you can teach about unconscious energies that you feel. Only if you say no to everything what doesn't feel right to you. You say yes to yourself. This doesn't feel right to me. I'm going away. I will feel right. And you say yes and go there and do and let them do in your energy. Whatever feels right to you brings joy to your heart. And you have to respect others how they feel. How they feel. If they feel not right with what you're doing, what you want, and what you're doing in their energy, respect their free will, how they feel. So you're free of karma. You respect how others feel. So you take the respect for yourself. Now you can respect yourself, how you feel, and say no to everyone. You take your power back. You don't take no power from anyone away. You really have to trust how you feel. whatever is the stress, whatever are the situations that do not feel right to you, you have to remove yourself from it. That's how it is. And really take care. This doesn't feel right to me, but mine is thinking I have to, mine is thinking I do. Mine is always thinking something. No. Whatever doesn't feel right to you, stop doing it. And whoever doesn't feel right to you, you suffer. Stop doing it. You are sensitive. You will suffer. You get mental sick. Anxiety. You are anxious. Because people are doing to you what doesn't feel right to you. You are doing what doesn't feel right to you. And others come and do what doesn't feel right to you. For you cannot say no. You suffer in anxiety. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And take care for yourself. Whatever feels right, whatever brings joy to you, bad news and bad people that bring bad energy, what doesn't feel right, move away and focus on what feels right. Focus on who are you, on what takes your vibration higher, what makes you feel right, what makes you feel love, what makes you happy, and on people who make you feel right and respect you when you don't feel right, and they are the cause in your energy of it. And you have to take care of yourself as much as you need. Even if you are taking care of yourself 23 hours and 5 minutes for somebody else. You take care of yourself, you love yourself, and that's how you bring the energy of care and love that everyone needs. And you don't have to care for others if you don't feel like I have to make videos and write, otherwise I don't feel myself, but I care for myself. Messenger doesn't feel right to me, comments doesn't feel right to me, living on Facebook doesn't feel right to me. Nothing feels right to me on Facebook but teaching and giving you the word, so you can get your answer within, so you can do what feels right and stop doing what doesn't feel right, so you can accept yourself as you feel. Only this feels right to me on Facebook. I live in nature, I live in this world, and I work on Facebook, I love on Facebook, I enjoy on Facebook. I'm enjoying this video now. It feels right. Phew. And writing feels right. But to deal with you in comments and with your mind and to do messenger, I suffer in. I'm so sensitive. I feel all energies of the mind, and I literally am not made for it. I'm made as a spiritual master to teach many so they can teach themselves and follow their heart and find the answer within. I'm not here to command anyone, to guide anyone, but I'm here to provide guidance so you can find yourself and do what feels right. I don't know what feels right to you, and stop doing what doesn't feel right and remove people that don't feel right. And I want to create all my life, write all my life, make videos all my life, have lectures in front of masses of people all my life. But I will not guide you personally in Messenger. I'm not here to answer questions in comments. And I'm an enlightened man, I could. But this is not who I am. I'm not here for that. You will get my worst self. I'm suffering. Like I never could read books. I cannot do messenger, I cannot do these things. And even in person, I like to meet a person once a month and then let them work on themselves. I'm really a Zen master. Many people come for guidance to me one time in their life. They meet me. I tell them when universe is to desire, you will meet me again. I love myself. I take care of myself. I need a lot of peace. You are also sensitive. You have to take yourself time to sleep, to relax, to watch a comedy show, to meditate. In meditation, you are in alignment with yourself. It feels the best, and everything that doesn't feel right goes out of you. Now there's no sun. I sun gaze. Sun, what doesn't feel right evaporates from me, always. I'm barefoot here, grounding myself, so I can feel everything, being connected with everything, with Mother's Gaia's heart, I meditate. connect myself, and then I'm connected with all beings, the entire earth, and I can feel everything. You have to trust what you feel. Even if you feel something great will happen and your mind telling it is not, go for it. And then you will see it is. Trust what you feel. If something mind is telling this is very great, but inside you feel this is not right, this is not right, I have to avoid it. You avoid it, you would see why it's not right. Trust what you feel. Feel, don't think. Everything is clear in the light as it is felt. Egyptians and Indians from ancient times barefoot, because then we connect with everything. And we sangaze. We feel the entire universe. We are one with Mother Gaia. And I can literally feel how you feel when you write 2-3 words in a comment. And sometimes people say, I love you, I feel dissonance. Sometimes people just projecting their religion into my Zen class. They don't know what they're doing here. I feel dissonance. I respond to what I feel. People lying and deceiving, not being sincere and truthful and telling me nice things. I trust, I feel what I feel. And I always respond to what I feel, never to what they tell me and want to convince me. And they want to convince me. Now I see that they are gaslighting, lying further, trying to make me blame myself that they did something in my energy what doesn't feel right, and that they don't respect and they force and resist. Then I go completely crazy. They want to convince me something. I don't blame myself. I have no guilt. I trust what I feel. I accept what I feel. Then they get it. And what doesn't feel right doesn't feel right. I avoid it. And I feel. I don't do any prophecies, but I feel. We better be ready, for we are the light coming of the storm that is coming. We are the light rising from the storm that is coming. The bell is ringing. When I said it and I said I don't want to make prophecies, I feel many things. And I want to say something to Ralph Smart. Don't think that you are a chosen one because you have millions of views. Maybe some others feel what you felt. But we are not here to do prophecies. We are here for others to become the prophecies, to bring the heavenly kingdom within you, from within you. You see, I trust what I feel. I'm not famous, but I know I'm on the same level like he is. And I just want to tell him, many of us maybe feel, especially masters, but we are not here to do prophecies. We feel the truth. Truth is. And when you are the truth that I am. And you feel the truth. I trust what I feel. And in these times, when they are really locking down the world and they are taking our rights away and they are spreading the fear and everything and panic, don't tune into that fear and panic, beloved angels. Because this is designed to make you not feel right, to make you feel afraid in separation from yourself, so you give your power away. So you are in separation from yourself, afraid, and out of fear, energies that have no power can affect you, can have power over you because you are afraid. And that's why they have power over you. Don't tune into that fear. Go into Mother Nature, meditate, take care of yourself, give yourself so much time to what feels right to you, I am here in meditation for 1 hour. Then friend was here in half hour in a martial art video. You can see I'm tell him something, and now I'm making a video, and now I will go eat some peaches. I'm really taking my time to take care of myself. I will eat and upload the video, and I will be inside maybe 2-3 hours. I will go again outside And then meditation in nature. No, 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 my friend will come. Uh-huh, uh-huh, today is such a day, and we will go somewhere in nature. So today no article. Really take care of yourself. And meditate, meditate. In meditation you master your feeling. You trust what you feel. You know you are not your mind. And like I said, with my beautiful friend, and another friend was here, really young guy, so beautiful. He just follows what I teach by himself, by hearing it once. And I was really telling him that only people who feel right to me, who feel right to me, you know, only such people I allow in my life, and he is one of them. And I said maybe 4 or 5 people. And you have to all quantity is quality. I feel everything and I don't want, especially on Facebook. On Facebook, comment is remains there, and then the energy is there always. And you can only respond it or delete it, but I'm spiritual master, I cannot ignore it. Everyone looks away, for they don't feel. Men look away, men don't see. But I see, I feel, everything is seen clearly if you feel in the light. I cannot look away. So I responded. I cannot ignore it and delete it anymore. So I responded. I feel everything. What doesn't feel right, I don't want it. And people around here, whoever doesn't feel right to you, on social media, in real life, you will suffer. They will bring bad karma. They don't love you. They don't care how you feel. They care only for what they want. They even blame you for how you feel to get it. You know, they want you to suffer for them. So they get what they want, your energy. You have to remove all people who doesn't feel right to you. And even if they are nice and lovely, but just your two energies together doesn't resonate and you will suffer. You have to remove yourself and really be with people. Whoever you say no, this doesn't feel right to me, I'm not putting up with it, I'm not doing it, I don't want you to do it, I don't expect nothing from you, I don't want you to put up with anything what doesn't feel right to me. You are in my energy. Whoever cannot accept this, get him the fuck out of your life, because they don't care how you feel. You told them how you feel. If they love you, they would say, oh, I'm a guest in your energy, I love how you feel, I care how you feel, I don't want you to make me suffer for you, I care how you feel. You are empath, you care how they feel, you know, but they don't. And I'm giving you your perspective. You care how they feel, they don't. They only care to get your energy. And they know you are sensitive, they know you blame yourself, they want you to blame yourself to do what anyway you suffer in, what doesn't feel right to you. Get them out of your life. Get them out of your life, such motherfuckers. And people who do not resonate with you, just your energies do not resonate. I'm sorry, I mentioned this before. And you have to just remove yourself and love them from far. It's nothing else, just energies don't resonate, and this is what it is. Your dimensional difference may be too large, your nature difference too much, there is mismatch, dissonance. No. And they may be angels and you are an angel. It's okay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then you have to really have people in your life that feel right and that respect in your energy. Whatever they want from you, whatever they are doing in your energy, when they are a guest in your energy, if it doesn't feel right to you, they respect it when you say no. Because they love you for who you are. They care how you feel. They care for you. You accept yourself how you feel. You say no to them and they care how you feel. They love you because being is feeling. They love you for who you are. They don't want to change you. They don't want you to be somebody else. They don't want you to blame yourself. They don't blame you that you would suffer, that you would blame yourself and suffer and do what doesn't feel right to you. They actually love you for who you are. You see how beautiful it is. It's amazing. And you become a master. You trust what you feel, and you will feel everything. I feel unconscious things in people that they will need years to bring to consciousness. I cannot tell them anything because they have to reveal it in themselves. But I feel everything. And I feel that they will need years to bring it to consciousness. They cannot feel it in themselves, and it's okay. I could not 10 years ago also. And then I know I cannot do anything with them. People pass by. People say one word to me. I feel their entire being, their entire energy. I know them. They just say something. They project that energy. I feel that energy. I'm so sensitive. I experience it. Not only feel it, I experience it. You will master your feeling in trusting what you feel, never going against what you feel, and in meditating, sun gazing, being in nature, being one with Mother Nature, so you can feel as animals feel. Huh? Beautiful, huh? Yes. You will become a master. And what you feel right is the way to your heaven. And what doesn't feel right is the way to your hell. And mind wants to say it's right, what you feel is not right. You never mind. As great as master, you will avoid all suffering what doesn't feel right. And on the path of least resistance, what feels the best, that means in greatest joy, in greatest happiness. With people who love you and care how you feel. You are to already live in your heaven on earth and move to your heaven on earth, being an angel, caring how you feel yourself, for you care how others feel. You love yourself as you love others. You care how you feel. You anyway care how others feel. You have to care how you feel. So you become master of sensitivity. You will become telepathic master, master psychologist, like Buddha psychologist, like I am, Zen master. You will feel energies and you will help the world to bring unconscious to consciousness. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. So love yourself as you love others. Take care of yourself as you care for others. Take care how others feel as you take care as you feel yourself. Take care how you feel yourself more than you take care how others feel. Put yourself first. And then you will always feel right. And you will do for others what feel the best. You will bring joy and happiness in their life. You will not suffer for others. You will bring joy and happiness in this world and teach others to care how they feel and teach others to care how others feel. For when we care how others feel, we respect unique and sensitive energy, free will, differences of others. We don't oppose, correct, change anyone, but we let everyone be as they feel the best. We don't do to others what we don't want to be done upon ourselves, so we can be as it feels the best for us and do what feels the best for us. Only thing we cannot do is to oppose, violate, control, change, correct others. For in this way, we have to respect how others feel and be how they feel and do what they feel, and we have to respect how we feel and do what we feel and be as we feel. So if we are correcting others, changing others, attacking others, manipulating others, controlling others, violating, opposing, we are actually not respecting how they feel, and then others don't respect how we feel. They control us, oppose us, manipulate us, blame us, resist us, force us, try to change us, and we live in hell on earth. And that's why we have to take care how we feel, never go against how we feel, and we have to really take care and respect how others feel, never go against how they feel. If we want something from them, if we are in their energy, we have to love ourselves as we love them, and never allow them to do what we never do to others. We never do to others what we do not want to be done upon themselves. We don't allow anyone to do to us and make us do what doesn't feel right, and we don't do to anyone and make them do what doesn't feel right to them. We live in heaven on earth. We take care how we feel, and we feel everything truth as it is. We don't think we are masters, and we live in peace. We care for others how they feel as we care for ourselves. We live in heaven on earth. And that's why I give you my word. So we can care. So you can care how you feel, and you care how others feel, and let them be. And if they don't care how you feel, let them go fuck themselves. You care how you feel yourself, and they don't. They can care for themselves, not how they feel. You care how you feel. You do what it feels right. You spread love. What feels right, you focus on that love with those who love you for who you are. And you live in heaven and earth. I give you my word just for that. So you become master of feeling. You feel everything. And if anybody wishes to offer a donation, if you wish to offer a support, you know that you are so welcome, only if it feels right to your heart, if it brings joy to your heart. If it doesn't feel right to you, no. But if it brings joy to your heart, I'm so grateful. Thank you. In giving, we receive. I'm only doing this in joy. It feels right. And then if you do out of joy, it feels right, you receive all my blessings, you receive more than you could ever ask. If it doesn't feel right, no. But to me, it feels right. I'm so grateful, and I like a little child. And there any blessing in my heart, like going to you. But to chat with you, to guide you, and comments and this live on Facebook doesn't feel right to me. But this feels right to me. I'm so grateful. But I'm so grateful for you giving me that energy. I want to give you some special gift. So I do healing on you. Quantum white light source healing. I love silence of the mind. I won't tell you anything. You don't tell me anything. Quantum white light source healing, performed beyond time and space, no appointment needed. You don't need to stand still. It's quantum healing, baby. And I give you my word that I do it. And I feel so well. I only see your email address in PayPal. And I do complete healing on you. And you don't have to tell me anything. Don't know. Because then I can focus and I do complete healing on you, and I focus on your being completely free of all afflictions. And what you do with that energy is up to you. As much as you work on yourself, my healing works on you. If you care how you feel, you care how others feel, and you care how you feel, and you never go against how you feel, and you never go against how others feel if you are in their energy, and if others are in their energy, you never go against how you feel. You heal yourself, you save yourself, you become greater master as I am. My healing works on you greatest. But if you care what you think and what others think, you're suffering in separation from yourself, blaming you for how you feel. No one can heal you, you're a victim, you're a sacrifice. I only give you my word. For every donation healing performed, if donation is bigger, more healings. But you heal yourself, you save yourself by caring how you feel and never going against how you feel. I give you my word, the master of feeling. And whatever doesn't feel right to me, as you see, I'm so sensitive. As Vedas say, I'm an enlightened man, and what feels right to entire world feels not right to me because it's control, manipulation, mental projection. Mind just want to control and want to know, and expectations, and just praising, blaming, not focusing on self but thinking about the truth. I'm a spiritual master, it doesn't feel right to me. So even, and I don't care if others think that I'm crazy. It doesn't feel right to me, and I know that I don't do to anyone. I project in their energy what doesn't feel right. And if they would tell me, I would stop if I would. So I love myself and respect myself. If entire world likes it and loves it, this is the world of karma, of control, attachments, focusing on others, not on the self, word of knowing, controlling with the mind. Mind has to be in control. This is not my world, doesn't feel right to me, but I don't do to anyone what doesn't feel right to me. And I really care how I feel, and I don't care if people don't understand me, if they are in level of consciousness that they cannot. I care how I feel, and I don't do to others what doesn't feel right to them, and I take care for others. I teach, I make videos, and I do healings on people here in village sometimes, and when I go on the street, I do healing also, and I give advices. I do my service, but I'm so sensitive, I need so much peace for myself. Social media is really, if you are sensitive, empath, you can suffer from anxiety and all kind of things. It doesn't feel right to me, so I just work on social media. I put videos there and my writings. I don't live here, and I'm sensitive on books and typing, communication in typing and phones and like this. It doesn't feel right to me. And I respond like a spiritual master. Spiritual master always respond what is not right there, so you can find yourself and do what is right. I don't know what it is. If you find what is right, you bring it out from within you. So what is normal to entire world is doesn't feel right to me, but I love myself, I accept myself. I'm a master. And if I would now allow others to bless me and teach me about love and teach me, I will give them my power back, my power away. They need my blessings. They have questions and doubts. They have attachments, guilt, and fear. They are not being love. They are not being the truth. And they don't have blessings that they want to bless me. And they need my blessings and they need to listen. And then I just don't accept what entire world is accepting, because they come for it and they need it. And they should be grateful to receive it. In the entire world it feels right to them, to spiritual master it doesn't. So even if something feels right to you, the entire world, I am autistic, empath, crystalline, born on the full moon eclipse, Gemini, you cannot get more crazy. Double lion feels like this. I'm fire. I'm so nervous. Nervous nature, sensitive nature, very sensitive nature. I suffered so much in my life for what doesn't feel right to me. So the only way for me to reach enlightenment, to free myself of suffering, is to say no to everything what doesn't feel right to me. And I don't care if you don't understand it, if then you are offended in your ego about my comment. You keep your ego. Ego is offended, you can blame me. I just express what doesn't feel right to me. For only in this way, where I'm so sensitive, I could free myself, I could get my power back. And if I would allow it, I would again give my power away. And then I just have to say no to all these things. I didn't work 20 years of my life, give my best life away, and suffered so much for I'm so sensitive to now give power to those who need my blessings, my teachings away. Even if it's normal for entire world, they are in a class of a master, enlightened master, master of sensitivity, who feels the unconscious as they cannot in themselves. So it doesn't feel right to me. And if I would allow it, I would go against myself. When you become enlightened master, you cannot go against yourself anymore. You are accepting yourself as you are, and you don't care if others accept you. You care how you feel. And that's why you maybe don't understand many things, my responses, and you're like, what is this? But this is exactly for that. So that your mind stops, so that you don't know what to think, because what can you think? It's not normal, it's not conventional. People just, you don't know if I'm praising and blaming, if I'm angry or joking. Your mind stops, you don't know what to think. And then you feel yourself in that moment. You can come in contact with yourself and you do what feels right. You get an answer. It feels the best. That's why I'm so crazy. You don't need to understand. Mind need to understand. You just need to come in the moment and feel and do what feels the best for you from the heart. I give you my word just for that. Now I'm finished. Poor namaste. Trust what you feel. Never go against how you feel. Respect how others feel in their energy. And become master of sensitivity. You will feel everything just like Jesus Christ and Buddha. And you will say, if you saw what I see and knew what I saw, what I know, you would know. Now, you don't. Feel and don't think or you'll miss all the heavenly glory. It's like a finger pointing at the moon, thinking that you are the moon. Feel, feel. Don't concentrate on the finger. But feel you are that moon, the heavenly glory, not the finger pointing at the moon, thinking you are the moon. So feel the truth, be the truth. Purnamaste, Purnamaste.